Well, testing has become a priority not just for the Trump administration, but for the healthcare community at large. With the need for testing kits comes a rise in fake kits from those looking to profit on fear. U.S. Customs and Border Protection seizing a shipment of fake COVID-19 kits at Los Angeles Airport 2 weeks ago. Then another shipment at Chicago's O'Hare Airport last week. All were due to be purchased by desperate Americans wondering if they have coronavirus. Add in the possibility of a false negative result, and it becomes important to know what a true testing kit is. Dr. Shawn Nasseri is a Beverly Hills ENT with 20 years of experience, and he's also a Harvard Medical School graduate. Dr. Nasseri, thank you for joining us. I mean, we look at these reports of bogus tests. How do you know if these things are legit?
Right. The first question always is, thank you so much for having me on tonight, and we stand together as a nation facing this horrible pandemic. The first question always is, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. So I'm a Kansan at heart. Everything's pretty much straightforward. So if no one in the country can really get adequate testing, and we're so far behind the eight ball in terms of adequately testing most of our citizens, and you get a kit in the mail for $250 or $300, it's going to 10 in 15 minutes with a tremendous accuracy. You know, that's just not really the case right now.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing is you see some of these tests, doctor, and I hate to interrupt you there, but a little bit of delay on Skype. You see some of these tests out there and you think, you know, you hear about these things. Oh, yeah, just put saliva on the stick, put it in the thing, and then 10 minutes later you got it. How do we know? I mean, physically, how do you know that you're doing the test properly? So
from start to finish, you want to see that it has the right type of swab, and this is the universal UTM swab. It's a Dacron or a plastic swab, not the kind of swab test we use for doing normal bacterial cultures in the office, where we'll oftentimes check for strep throat, but these are the plastic ones. Unfortunately, they're manufactured mostly in Italy, which is why there's also kind of a nationwide or regional shortage in the Northern Hemisphere for these swabs. And then when a doctor checks you, if they're doing it and they're very experienced with it, they're going to be checking not just the front of your nose, they're going to be going from the front of your nose. And when I tell my patients, I say, this is going to be the most unpleasant nose swab I've ever done on you. We go from the front of the nose, where there's a pretty good concentration of virus particles, to the very back, about 3.5 inches in. So basically, we meet where the nose meets the throat, where it feels like almost I'm at your tonsils through your nose. And that's the highest concentration of virus for almost every respiratory virus, whether that be the flu, influenza, and studies from the CDC show the test that we have in our office, if we just swab the front of the nose, they'll pick up, if there are 4 people in a room with influenza, they'll pick up at best 3, because you're still going to miss what's called sampling error. It's like going into a school and seeing the first of 5 classrooms, and you test the first room, the closest to the door, you're not going to get the most accurate sample of how many classrooms are full.
Yeah.
Same in your nose. If you're checking in the mouth or buccal mucosa, the shed of the virus is substantially reduced compared to that in the nose. So that's number one. Number two is, what kind of test is it? And most physicians, I'm a surgeon, so we do a lot of tests that are specific and necessary. So when we're checking the gold standard. The gold standard, the Rolls Royce of most of this kind of test, is called PCR, polymerase chain reaction, that everyone's familiar with from crime scene investigators. Like, we see 50 copies of DNA from any virus, anyone's blood sample, and we can amplify that with the PCR, polymerase chain reaction, and find a virus or someone's DNA. So that's different levels of PCR. The newest testing by Quest Diagnostics, which is pretty much the largest lab in the country, LabCorp, and then there are a handful of other really solid platforms like Becton Dickinson has one, BioFire. The newest one that got approval is Cepheid, Cepheid.
Yeah, the brand things, they don't mean a lot to people because they're not writing them down here, doctor. Let me get your opinion, if I can, on kind of moving forward, because Dr. Deborah Birx was talking about testing used as both diagnostic and surveillance. I'm going to play her soundbite and then get your response on the other side.
The important thing about testing, it only tells you if you're positive or negative that day. you could become positive the next day. And so testing should be used intentionally as a surveillance tool or a diagnostic tool. And I think what we're going to work on over the weekend is to weave together both a testing strategy for surveillance, which you have brought up in that key point, while maintaining a strong testing for diagnosis, because our first obligation is still to ensure that patients get diagnosed.
Testing for surveillance and diagnostic, what does that mean to you as an ENT?
Right. So if someone's been exposed to coronavirus, let's say your daughter has it, your neighbor has it, your mother has it, and most people will manifest, just like getting exposed to the flu, between about the 4th or 5th day and about the 10th day, all the way out to 14 days. But 95% of people will be within that bell curve, where the 4th day to the 10th day, we'll see that they're going to turn up positive and have symptoms. Within a day or two of symptoms, almost everyone has the highest yield for that kind of test. If it's the PCR, if it's another type of test, that's when you get your money's worth, so to speak. So that's the diagnostic testing, because otherwise, if you test in the first 3 or 4 days, it's going to be negative, and then out later, you're going to pick up a smaller proportion of people. But that sweet spot is that middle kind of 8 to 10 days where you're going to find it diagnostically.
Yeah, Dr. Nasseri, I got to go, but I want to ask you very quickly, are we getting faster at these test results? I mean, it seems to me like we're getting better at this stuff.
Unfortunately, with the gold standard tests like the PCR, it still takes a solid day or two. The newer machines that are automated can do a result within a day, but the truly fast ones can do a turnaround within an hour, but it's still transporting the tests, because they're not point of care yet, transporting the test from the person to the laboratory and then getting it in the queue to run it. And each machine can only run so many per hour. So it's still going to take at least a day in almost all parts of the country.
Yeah, wow. Dr. Nasseri, incredibly good information, sir. Thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, Trace.